Hello, my loves. Welcome, Aries, and those of you with Aries placements to this reading. I'm so stoked to be sharing it with you. This is going to be energies for the end of November, beginning of December, first couple weeks in December, so that you can anchor yourself into what this Sagittarius season is really bringing us. This spread that I have here is a start, stop, continue reading. It is something that I developed from a professional development practice that I learned at a place that I worked at and realized, we have blind spots. So even if I can list out all the things that I think that I should be starting to do, not doing anymore because they're not helping me or serving us in the collective, or continue doing because I think I'm doing a really great job, patting myself on the back, we also need some support and some clarity around our blind spots and the things that we maybe don't even believe are that big of an issue and needs to be confirmed for us. Like, yes, this is the thing you should be focusing on. I know you have 10 different things that you want to focus on. This is the one to focus on right now. That is the purpose of this reading, to give you a glimpse past those and beyond into those blind spots, but also to help you know what to assert your energies toward right now. And I'm saying assert your energies toward because I'm definitely getting that sense from this reading, Aries, that y'all need a little bit more support when it comes to trusting yourself with where to put your energies and where to focus your attention. So we'll get to that in a second. But I want to introduce you to the decks that we're going to be working with today. First, we have Mood Tarot, which is a disgustingly relatable tarot deck. You're about to see how disgusting they are. And we have the Threads of Fate Oracle deck, which is the Shadow edition that I bought. And yes, it did come up on my Instagram feed. And yes, the algorithm was totally right in making me buy this for, I don't know, like $80 or something like that. Worth it, because truly these cards are gorgeous. So you are about to see how these Threads of Fate Oracle card decks, cards, are going to be reinforcing some of the messages that came through here. So we're going to start with your continue position, which is just the cards that are telling us exactly what you've already been doing that has already been serving you well. So it's kind of like your cheering section. Yay, go you! So first off, we've got the Sage, and we have the High AF Priestess, who is saying, follow your fart, trust your butt, which is follow your heart and trust your gut, but more silly. So these two for your continue section are really cheering you on in the sense that you have been learning what is right for you. You have been getting really clear on, like, morally, ethically, what you want to be grounded in. Like, I'm really focusing on the Torah in her lap here, as well as the moon that is mirrored by the same kind of moon here. We've got that sliver. And I'm really tuning into how the Torah's there, the moon is there. You might have many different versions of what right for you looks like at any given time. Because I know for Aries, with that fiery energy, as well as being the very first, horoscope in the zodiac, y'all are like the babies of the zodiac. So you're the infants. You're figuring it out still. And that is a perfectly wonderful thing to do, because then you get to continuously decide what you want to focus on and what is right for you. But the thing that I'm noticing is that you have started to ground yourself in that sort of spiritual context of what is right and what is wrong. I'm getting that from, like, the black and white pillars here, but also, again, from the Torah. Like, you've been writing it down, you've been keeping track, you've been taking notes. And I love that for us, because that is going to help you with this next part, which are your stop cards. Okay, we've got the two of, it'll let me pick it up from this table. Okay, We've got the Two of Dick Sticks, which is what they call wands in Mood Tarot. And it says, is that fucking Russia? We've also got the Chad or the Knight of Crybabies, which is Cups. And what does it say? I'm a frog under all this armor. And we also have the Speak Truth card here, okay? So with these three cards all together, I'm getting like, you know, I don't really know if I can believe in myself. I don't always feel like I'm a full grown up. It's that feeling of not sabotage. What is it when you feel like you are pretending and people are going to find you out? I forget what it's called, but it's like you don't really believe in yourself and you're just waiting to be, you know, discovered as a fraud, as a frog under all of this armor. And in reality, you need to stop getting into that emotional place where you're like, nobody should believe in me. Nobody should believe in my beliefs, and maybe I can't even believe that I'm grounded in the correct beliefs, because I don't even know where I'm going. The Two of Wands is an indication of, and again, I can't pick it up. The Two of Wands is again an indication of you just needing to really get clear within yourself and stop second guessing or doubting yourself. Stop trying to find distractions from the truth that you have found, the truth that you have delivered upon yourself. Because when you avoid telling people how you really feel, when you avoid speaking out for your beliefs and speaking up on behalf of what you know is right and what you have, like I said, you've written it down, you've taken notes, you've really tried to not just like, kind of like if we go back to the infant analogy and the baby analogy, you know, it's like you might forget sometimes what is actually right and what is actually real and true for you, because you're learning so many things from other people all the time that you might let what their beliefs are and what their version of right is kind of influence you and distract you from the way that you know that you are supposed to be going. So make sure that you are continuously grounding yourself in what you know is right and what you know is true for the world, so that you can continue to show up in that instead of letting other people talk you out of or doubt yourself out of reinforcing the way that you know I'm meant to show up this way. And we'll I want to go to your start cards and your obstacle cards at the same time. So we have start cards, which are going to show you thoughts, actions, behaviors, and beliefs to start doing that are going to help you and are going to reinforce all the things that we've already talked about. And then we have some obstacle cards. They're going to tell you the ways that you might be blocking yourself. So I know that I said I was going to do the start cards, but I think I should do the blocks. In your obstacle card is the Sovereign, as well as the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Dick Sticks. And this one says, listen here, Sticks, I set y'all up and I'll knock you all right back down. I don't know why they didn't say y'all, but maybe they're not from the South, whoever wrote these cards. So 7 is a number for protection and empowerment. And the Sovereign, I mean, is just, you know, with the crown here, it's truly an emblem of your own belief in your ability to step into that sort of like grown-up skin and that grown-up sense of you knowing what you're supposed to do, and then empowering yourself to do it and protecting yourself from that sort of like self deprecation that happens when you're like, I'm just a baby. I'm just a baby. I don't know any better. that sort of mentality is fun and cute, and it's great to like tune into that when you're reflecting with friends and you're reflecting with your guides on how you feel about having to show up in this very fucking kind of yucky, tight, rigid, grown-up version of the world and grown-up version of what an adult looks like. But when it comes to what's blocking you, you not taking responsibility and accountability for you being in control of yourself and you being in control of your actions from a place of higher power, from a spiritual place, from that wands state, from that high priestess, from that sage wisdom place. You pretending that you don't have that, and you really not believing in yourself and waiting to be found out. I mean, it's blocking you from speaking up and being able to own all of the sort of like emotional and spiritual work that you've done to get this far. So now we're going to go to our star cards, because cocaine's a hell of a drug. We've got the Chat of Mind Bullets, which is the Knight of Swords. If you know anything about traditional tarot, this is about your mental energy. Swords relates to mind energy. And then we've also got the Three of Cups here. And one of them is like, let's party. And another one is like, yeah, but don't go making out with, okay, but don't try to les out with us like last time, Heather. So these star cards here are basically to clarify the way that you need to show up. And I say need as in like, when you think about the way that you want to show up, there are certain actions that are going to get you there easier, faster, more stably, more safely, more securely, in a more stable way, in a more grounded way. So if that's how you want to get there, then what you want needs to be grounded by what you need. And what you need is to already know that you have clarified, you have taken the time to cut away all of these ideas about yourself and ideas about how the world should work that are frankly evil and are frankly not true and are not and are not situated in the following of your heart or your gut. You have already cut those things away. Start getting even clearer. As you journal, as you write down, I don't know why I'm saying journaling and writing, but it feels like something that you've been doing or you've been wanting to do. Start doing more of that. This is a mind card. We've got a sword here. That's like, yeah, keep writing, keep cutting away all of those things that don't actually resonate with what feels right for you, what feels true for you. And make sure that you do it from a light place. You know, the Three of Cups is like emotional harmony. We want you to feel good. We want your cup to poureth over. So start pouring over that love from where you are and from where you stand mentally, because you are only going to find higher ground and more faith and trust in yourself if you continue and you start to even more blossom into your grown-upness from that place of trusting yourself and not thinking that you're an imposter. There we go. I finally found the word. I was like, it's got a P in it. Instead of living in imposter syndrome, you can really start to show up in that like clear cut, like I know who I am kind of way. Because if you've been feeling lost, this is what you needed to hear at this time, so that you can come back into the reality that you were creating. Not just reality as, you know, like I said, grown-upness and adulthood looks out in the system of, you know, capitalism and empire, but how you actually want the world to be. Because you being able to imagine it and you having that sort of like childish mind, bringing that into your own version of and your own interpretation of adulthood is only a good thing. Start being more silly, start being more in harmony with that emotional like expansiveness as you cut away all the things that you know are not right and are not the way that you want to run shit. Okay? Own that sovereign status. Own your sovereignty. Make sure that you're protecting it and that you are empowering yourself to love up on that part of you that wants to take ownership and sometimes feels afraid and sometimes feels like a frog under all that armor. I can't pick up the stop cards for some reason, so I can't show you the image again, but oh, here we go. Let me just do it this way. Okay, so remember, you are not an imposter. Continue to speak your truth and do it from that wisdom place. Do it from that wise place and do it from a place of harmonious love of what you know is right and true without doubting yourself all the fucking time. Okay? I love you, all of my people with Aries placements in your chart. You are so welcome to go into the caption here and find the link to get your own reading if you want an individualized reading and you want me to get even deeper into all the ways that you are blocking yourself or making sure that you have like those practices and those principles and those beliefs that you need to be grounded in really nice and clear so that as you continue moving forward, you can move forward with confidence, right? So we've got that down below, the link to get booking a reading with me, as well as if you can't afford a reading right now, I actually was doing something called Free 2023 toward the end of 2023. I was doing it for several months where I was just doing card readings for free for anybody. And it's because I really believe that everybody deserves this truth, this deserves this self-trust. So I've actually sort of upgraded into Patreon where there's just a $5 a month tier. And if you go and you join at $5 a month, you can join a raffle every single month for potentially winning a free reading with me. So if you want the chance for a free reading and you want to, you know, risk it for that biscuit, but also join at $5 a month so that you can support all of the free readings that I'm going to continue doing here on YouTube. I would love to see you there and I would love for you to get that opportunity, right? I love you so much. You're deserving of all the love you desire and I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your day. Mwah! Mwah!